Hello friends, we'll be discussing the concept of marginal revenue and marginal cost approach now. Now that we have already understood total revenue and total cost, now it's time to understand what exactly marginal revenue and marginal cost approach means. Now this is the second phase whereby we'll be understanding how to reach producers' equilibrium. Via total revenue and total cost approach, we have understood the conditions as to what leads to producers' equilibrium. Now with this approach, we need to understand what are the conditions under this specific approach that we have to follow to gauge, or rather to figure out how much is the producer's equilibrium that needs to be gauged here, or rather that needs to be judged here. Now, the theory part of this specific approach says that marginal revenue or marginal cost approach is another way of identifying producer's equilibrium. That means if the producer is at equilibrium or not, we can identify that by using this specific approach as well. Now, it is derived from the TRTC approach, that is total revenue and total cost approach. The two conditions of producer's equilibrium under MR and MC cost approach, or rather this specific approach here, these are as follows. But let me just assure you, this specific thing has been derived from the total revenue and total cost approach. So you can say that total revenue and total cost approach, this has led to the rising of marginal revenue and marginal cost approach. So this is how it has been derived. Now, the first condition here states that marginal revenue should be equal to marginal cost. This is what they have mentioned. That means we assume, or rather we figure out, that marginal cost should be equal to marginal revenue, or marginal revenue should be equal to marginal cost. This is what we have mentioned as a first condition. Second condition says that marginal cost cuts the marginal revenue curve from below. This is the second condition. So the first condition says that marginal revenue should be equal to marginal cost, and the second condition says that the marginal revenue curve is cut from below by the marginal cost curve. So if this is marginal revenue, this will be marginal cost. This curve, or rather this curve, the marginal revenue curve, is being segregated or divided by the marginal cost curve from below. This is what they have mentioned here. Now, this second condition, rather let's go on the first condition here, the explanation on the first condition. Marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Here, when one more unit of output is produced, marginal revenue is gain and marginal cost is the cost to the producer. We understand that every time when one unit is produced here, one additional unit, basically not just one unit, one additional unit. So I'll mention it here, one additional unit. Okay, when you make one additional unit, you understand with this thing, you figure out that the marginal revenue is at gain. Marginal revenue is going to gain, that is for sure. Okay, you cannot deny the fact, because that product is going to be sold out. But along with that, marginal cost is also there. With marginal revenue, okay, you have marginal cost also that comes into the picture, because to sell out this unit, you need to first produce this unit. So if production is coming in picture, cost is absolutely going to be with it. Hence, clearly, so long as benefit is greater than cost, or marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost, then it is profitable for the producers to produce more. If we say that marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost, then in all these scenarios, yes, producers can keep on producing the items, or rather the products here. The moment you figure out that the marginal cost is going to be greater than marginal revenue, that's when the producer should stop selling out, or rather should stop producing these goods. And that's when he need to understand, okay, this is the maximum part. So basically you understand this is the start, this is the end. So with this part, you need to understand that only this much of output can be prepared, or rather output between these things can be prepared here, and nothing more than this can be prepared, because the moment you go outside this barrier, okay, outside this barrier, the moment you go, your marginal cost will keep on increasing and marginal revenue will keep on declining here. Therefore, so long as marginal curve, or rather marginal revenue, is greater than marginal cost, the firm has not achieved equilibrium output where profit is maximum. So at this point, we can say At this black spot, basically the firm can say, okay, this is the point whereby the firm has achieved margin, or rather the firm has achieved a maximum output here, and with this much of output it has achieved equilibrium point here. Beyond this, everything is going to be completely vice versa, whereby cost will be increasing and revenue will be declining here. Hence, the equilibrium is not achieved because it is possible for the firm to add profits by producing more. Until this point, if you figure out at this point, you can still produce these many units. Until you reach this point, you cannot say that the firm has reached the equilibrium point. Before this, everywhere you can produce another units, you can produce additional units until you reach this level, until you reach the equilibrium level. Until this, there is no equilibrium level at all. Now, when we are talking about the producers, the producer is also not in equilibrium when marginal revenue is less than the marginal cost, because benefit is less than the cost. We cannot even say that if I'm giving this example for you, all right, if this is the line, if you are at this level, you cannot say that you have achieved equilibrium even though equilibrium point is here. You have to reach the maximum capacity to understand where is the point of equilibrium, or until what level you can go. If you see a speedometer of a bike, you see there is 180 mentioned here, there is 0 mentioned here, but before, or rather between 120 and 180, there is a red line, or rather red color patch that has been mentioned. It doesn't mean that the speedometer cannot go here. It means that the speedometer can go, but beyond 180, it will be a complete blast on the engine. It will be heavy pressure on the engine, and it might risk your life as well. Hence, the moment you cross 120 on a bike, there is a red patch that speedometer turns on, or rather there is a patch whereby the speedometer ink or speedometer nib goes on that red patch, and you need to understand that this is the maximum output, or rather this we are reaching closer to the maximum output. The moment you cross 180, you have already crossed maximum output, and that's when your marginal cost will grow up and marginal revenue will go down. Hence, by producing less, the producer of a firm, or rather producer or firm, can add to his profit. When marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue, when we say that marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue, the benefit is equal to cost. Whatever benefit we have, it is equal to the cost. Whatever profit we made, that is equal to the cost of that specific product. The producer is in equilibrium subject to condition that marginal cost becomes greater than marginal revenue beyond this level of output. Now, if you're saying that at this level of output you have figured out marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue, at any option, or rather at any moment, if you figure out that the next unit is being added here to this specific level, and here marginal cost is getting greater than marginal revenue, that means at this output you can figure out that you are already at equilibrium level. Now, when marginal cost equals marginal revenue, the producer's profit would be less if he produces more output than, or rather less than, marginal curve or marginal revenue cost ratio. That means if he produces more than this, he will be at loss. If he produces less than this, he will still be at loss. So he has to absolutely produce only these many units, nothing more than that, nothing less than that. Hence, the level, or rather therefore for attaining equilibrium, marginal cost should equal marginal revenue is a necessary condition but not sufficient. So at this level we can say that marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. This is the level where he has to go on with the output here. Hence, marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue is the first condition. Now, what if marginal cost, where you figure out that marginal cost is greater than marginal revenue after marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, or MC cuts, or rather marginal cost cuts marginal revenue from below. All right, we understand that marginal cost is cutting marginal revenue from below, or rather we can say that marginal cost is getting greater, or rather it is getting greater than marginal revenue here. This is a situation. Now, MR is equal to MC is a necessary condition but not enough to ensure equilibrium. We can say that MR, or rather marginal revenue, is equal to marginal cost. It is a necessary condition. It is necessary for us. With this condition we can do a lot of things, but it is not a sufficient condition to say that you have reached equilibrium point. You cannot say that. It depends on the technology, it depends on the cost, it depends on every other factor that is included in producing things. Now, It is because the producer may face more than one marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost output, but only of these, or rather, but out of these, only that output beyond which marginal cost becomes greater than marginal revenue is the equilibrium output. You will have these situations, or rather, if I have to say that on this revenue curve, okay, you will have this kind of situations on different points, but you need to find out this level, beyond which this will keep going down. That means revenue will keep going down, cost will keep going up. The moment you find this level, that is your point of equilibrium. But this situation will arise here as well, here as well, and here as well. So you need to figure out which exactly, or rather, what is the maximum capacity that you can extend yourself to. For example, let's take, you can study for 10 hours in a day, or rather you can study for 2 hours in a day. You slowly started developing the habit of getting yourself acquainted with 3 hours of learning. Now, with all these things, you understand that this is the level that you need to figure out. Now, it is because if MC is greater than MR, producing beyond MR is equal to MC output will reduce profit. The moment you produce, it is not necessary that you cannot produce after this, but the benefit won't be for you. The moment you produce after this level, you need to figure out that yes, your marginal cost is going to be going ahead, or rather going above your marginal revenue, and your marginal revenue will keep going down here the moment you keep producing more units like this. Hence, at that moment, you need to figure out that if marginal revenue is going down, your profits are going to decrease. Your company is not going to make profits here. Hence, and when it is no longer possible to add profits, the maximum profit level is reached. Now, when you reform, or rather when you confirm that beyond this level there is no profit that can be added, or rather there is no profit that can be figured out, low profit as well, they are saying. So basically, if this is the level, this is the point of equilibrium, even if you go beyond this, your profit will be there, but it will be at a declining rate. And you will reach certain level whereby after this point there is no profit at all. Hence, at this point, you can say that you have reached the maximum profit that you could ever achieve. Maximum profit, even at a declined rate, that you could ever achieve. That has been mentioned here. Now, on the other hand, if MC is less than marginal revenue beyond the MR curve, or rather MR is equal to marginal cost output, it is possible to add profits by producing more. If marginal cost is less than marginal revenue curve, or rather it is slow as compared to marginal revenue curve, even beyond that level of output, you can absolutely keep on going by producing more and more units. Therefore, this MR is equal to MC level is not the equilibrium level. Hence, we cannot call it as equilibrium level. That's the reason, because even after that level, you can keep going on with the production. You will earn profits, but not at a faster rate. For producer to be at equilibrium, marginal cost must be equal to marginal revenue, as well as marginal cost must become greater than marginal revenue if more output is produced. For any producers, if he has to be at equilibrium, you need to understand one thing. Marginal revenue should be equal to marginal cost, okay? And marginal cost should also become greater as compared to marginal revenue with additional units. So the moment you figure out that okay, this additional unit has given me this situation, now instead of this situation, I understand, look, I have reached the producer's equilibrium here. So the approach that we have learned right now refers to specifically marginal cost and marginal revenue approach. These are the things that you need to understand when you have to discuss this approach in terms of producer's equilibrium, or rather while you have to explain it to anyone in terms of producer's equilibrium. So I hope this is the detail that has been provided to you has been very clear enough to understand. That's it for the video. Thank you.